So welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you and explain you why the spin moves back 1, down back 2 and down back 3 are more useful than most of the Yoshimitsu players think and how to use them properly. The first move we're gonna take a look at is back 1, which is a 15 frame high, sorry, not a mid, a high, which is +7 on hits and +1 on block. So if you hit this, you can get whatever you want. I like to do Yoshimitsu's command throw, or I like to do down for 3 for full crouch mix up, and if they block it I do nothing, or down for 1+2, 1+2, you have all the options. If this gets blocked, you're at +1, which is a very small advantage, but you can jab and it cannot be interrupted, only crushed. But most of the times I'm just doing either down for 4 to check them or just do nothing. Although to note, if this hits, if this is at the wall and this gets blocked, you can do 2-3 for a 10 frame counter hit wall splat for 39 damage? No, usually it's 36 damage wall splat, and they cannot interrupt it, which is very good. Although to note, this is a high string, so if they know it, they can duck it, but no one ever expects this, and you have this to cover it, so... if you do the second hit of this, this is +5 on hit and +4 on block. Although this doesn't jail, so they can duck it, but no one ducks the second, only the third or fourth, so you should only do the second hit. And if you're on +4 on block, that means that you can do a crouch dash 2, and this will, if they step, it hits them. If they backdash, it hits them. If they press buttons, it counter hits them. This move is unsafe though, so if they just hold back, you're gonna eat a small punish. But this is an online crusher, so it's good for rank match. And on +4, of course, you can also just throw and do other shenanigans of choice. Now to note though that in no sword stance this move gets very interesting, because the first back 1 on counter hit gives a free flash. This is unblockable, free, for good damage, and you have more good things to do on plus frames with no sword stance. Next thing to note is that there is a very good setup with standing 2. Standing 2 and no sword stance gives a free flash if you don't do it too early or too late, if you're not a complete scrub. Yeah, like this for 36 damage. And because this is +1 on block, means that this is 10 frames, the first 2, and it's uninterruptible. So it's a good setup. If they block this, you do it too, and if this hits and you saw them do something, you just input the flash and get your free damage. It's otherwise this flash is not very useful after standing 2, because it is very hard to confirm. But in this case, it is very easy actually to confirm, and a very good confirm. And the next thing to note is, if you get the second hit block and you do rage art, of course it is uninterruptible as well, and they can do nothing. They have to block it, and this is plus on block. So this is a very common strat for players like Uyu and very high level Yoshimitsu players, because it is a very hard to avoid kind of way to use the rage drive. Two last things to note. The first thing is that you can spin with back 3 or back 4 after every spin. Like every back 1, you can do a lot of back 1s and still spin. This is not very useful because this is plus on block. It is only good to avoid while standing punishment for someone that actually ducked it. Or if you whiff this, you can spin to secure that you're not getting launched. And to look cool, of course. And in Season 2 they changed something, so back 1 into down back 3-3 now is a natural combo. And down back 3-3 comes faster out after back 1, 13 frames fast. I never used this. I think this is a good round ender, but you're at minus after the 2 lows, so I never use it. Maybe this is a good round ender. You can do it, but I would not recommend it because this is launch punishable. Yeah, and it can be low parried. So, of course, only on block. The next move we're gonna cover is down back 2, the mid spins, which is 15 frames as well, and it's +4 on hit, and no, +3 I think, and +5 on block. And all the extensions are the same, doesn't matter from what move you do it. This is a very, very interesting string, because if they don't duck this, it gets very annoying. And if you get this blocked, you stay in full crouch, and you can press flash and beat all the options they have to retaliate. Like this. Oh, no, I didn't block it. Why didn't I block it? What the fuck is wrong? So, as you can see, I did a 12 frame mid, which is the fastest mid Yoshimitsu has, except for flash. And flash will beat all the options I can do. And jabs, of course, will whiff, because you stay in full crouch. So if you did this 1 or 2 times, the opponent will actually respect you, even you're minus on block, and you're at full crouch state, so you can mix them up with your sweeps, with your sword sweep, with all kinds of gimmicky shit, and get in their head, because they even respect you when you're at minus. And of course, if they don't duck this, then it's a nightmare, man. It's a fucking nightmare. If you although do the 2 hits, it gets a little bit tricky, because this is actually minus, oh shit, wrong. This is -8 to 9. What the hell? Can I please? This is -8 to 9, which means that flash is not a good option here. At least if you don't want to get counter-hitted all day. But Yoshimitsu, of course, has different ways to parry. As you can see here, if you stay in crouch and you're actually gonna press Kicho, 1+2, you're gonna evade everything they're gonna do for retaliation up to 16 or 15 frames. If they do a hop kick, you're gonna still Kicho parry it. But you have to remind, if you press 1+2 while standing 1+2, this comes out. And this in this game doesn't have the Kicho parry like it used to. The window is very tiny. So you have to actually hold down or down back, hold down to do the Kicho. So you hold down and press Kicho with Y+2 by holding down, and then you get the Kicho parry. So then even the second hit gets scary. And if they do nothing, you're just gonna go with this and apply your Kicho mix-ups and be annoying as fuck. Which is a good thing. And yeah. The next one we're gonna cover is down back 3. Down back 3 is the most commonly used low from Yoshimitsu, except his footsie. It has a startup frame from 18 to 19, and it is the first 2 hits are natural combo. This got nerfed in season 2. It used to do 17 damage. Now it only does 15 damage. The both lows are -6 on hit. So if you stay in full crouch and they hop kick you, there's almost nothing you can do, except for what? For flash, of course. And if you're at -6 or -5, any retaliation will eat the flash. And of course, you have your extension, the wild standing 4. And the third hit is actually a mix-up between the wild standing 4, which is safe, it's -6 on block, which also leads to a flash or a Kicho mix-up. Or you can do the third low for 22 damage. This mix-up in the open is not as good, but at the wall, because the wild standing 4 here does wall splat, this gets very annoying, and you can stay after the first 2 in full crouch by pressing down or down back and just do them from full crouch again and again, and they're gonna be afraid to eat this and just gonna keep standing there or ducking. Which makes this move very good at the wall. And yeah, if this gets blocked and you stay in full crouch, it's launch punishable. If you do the extension while standing 4, it's gonna look like this. If they try to do a wild standing launcher, they're gonna get hit. If they try to do a 13 frame or 14 frame move, it's gonna trade. And if they do a 12 frame or a wild standing 4, they're gonna beat you. And the Kicho afterwards, as you will see if I'm not completely stupid, will parry mids that are fast. So yeah, you have the same situation with the down back 2s, and you have your Kicho parry ready again to roll. To note is that every time when you're at -5 to -6, you should have flash or the Kicho parry in your head, because they always work. And from this you can go also into meditation, which I never do, because it's only good if you're at the wall to get a back turn grab, but it's very risky. I saw people doing it if this gets blocked, but to be honest, then I would rather eat the wild standing 4 punish. So, yeah, that's about it, I think. If you have any more questions or things that I should cover, please leave them in the comment section. And if I missed anything about the spin moves, then please leave this in the comment section as well. And thank you for watching, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye!